Tillweeds. Yet another plant I imagine most out there have never even seen or heard of, let alone thought about using in their own worlds. And you know, I can't blame ya. They're weeds, right? And weeds are meant to be weeded out. Most of the time, that is. For you see, like forget-me-lots, Tillweeds are hiding some real interesting crafts and mechanics behind them that might just make you think twice about digging them up at the end of the day. If you can actually get some to sprout, that is. As while Tillweeds are way easier to maintain than forget-me-lots, they are stupidly rare. All random seeds have a 20% chance to sprout into one of the 4 weeds, sure. However, no matter the season, Tillweeds are only showing up 1.5% of the time. Well, mostly that is. But yes, the cold won't impact their growth, spring rain does diddly squat, and the heat means nothing when it comes to potentially better chances. But to truly help drive the point home is this table right here. Yeah, as we mentioned the other day, forget-me-lots are kind of annoying. That said, they also have that annoying 4th stage that can very easily throw off any forget-me-lots farming out there, while Tillweeds do not, which again, is going to make them far simpler to handle from here on out. All we need to do is get them growing and it becomes a waiting game. That's it. Now it's a waiting game that takes a bit longer than forget-me-lots, as you can see, but once Tillweeds are fully grown, they stay that way until we pick them. Now this leads to a more passive spreading of Tillweeds as well, as all weeds will attempt to do so come their final stages, and while a forget-me-lots' final stage means no forget-me-lots petals and only a spreading mechanic, Tillweeds do that and more, while also being able to be picked for, yup, you guessed it, Tillweeds over and over again until it finishes another growth cycle. But what exactly do these Tillweeds do for us, you ask? Well, not much by their lonesome, however that shouldn't be a surprise. Even forget-me-lots are pretty useless in this regard. But combine them with some flower petals and charcoal, and things get interesting with Tillweed selves. These things not only instantly restore 8 health to whomever smears it on themselves, and it's kind of weird that the game doesn't tell you that, but they also offer a health regeneration effect that will see an additional 20 points healed over the course of a minute. Now don't get me wrong, they're not great until we've got a whole field of Tillweeds, of course, but once we do get that, things get intriguing fast. In more ways than one, too. For you see, each Tillweed plant also has the ability to spawn up to 5 mounds of garden detritus, with one forming every single day. And why does this matter? Well, seeing as how garden detritus can drop rocks, flint, niter, twigs, and even gold, this means that Tillweeds can do much more than just being a health regeneration thing. Which is very, very niche, but very, very useful nonetheless. But to wrap up our day, some other notes on potentially growing and even forcing Tillweed spawns. In early autumn, there is a 5% chance for weeds to grow in a farm tile from literally out of nowhere, and said chances rise to 15% in early spring. Now the weeds will be random, but hey, as I said, getting Tillweeds is always going to be the hardest part anyways, so take what you can get for sure. But if we're truly shooting for a weed farm of practically any sort, there is nothing that beats fruit flies. A lord of the fruit flies can be potentially spawned in via being around the final growth stage of plant 15 in a nearby plot, and will plant weeds itself alongside its minions. However, a much more controllable option is simply hammering giant rotted crops for 2 flies each that will also get the job done. Now both will come with some danger, and both will have forget-me-lots galore, but they are still both 100% viable for all sorts of weed farms. So good luck. And there you have it, everyone. Another guide on some weeds from seeds that can now help us with our healing needs this time around. Are they better than forget-me-lots? It's hard to say, but I do believe that Tillweeds have a greater set of interesting mechanics around them, so hey, why not make a plot for both? But thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. Maybe don't weed your weeds. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.